everybody. Welcome to our Chaotic Family YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about our whole setup and process of going to the tiny house. So it is New Year's Eve weekend and we are super excited about going to our tiny house. We live a little bit outside of the DC area, so it drives about 2 hours, but I wanted to show you our setup for packing and the process. You want to go? Okay, so let's show you how we do our packing. Good, bad, and ugly. Okay, so here's our little setup with our Telluride. We have everything packed up. I'll kind of talk to you about our process. So let me open this up. We have a little bit of our friend here, Bronson, who is so ready to go to the tiny house. It's one of his favorite places. Bronson, out. Let's talk about this situation. Bronson, out. Okay. Stay. Sit. No, don't go back in there. No, don't go back in there. Okay, we're just going to do it with Bronson in because he refuses. So what we have is two 6-gallon water cans, which we use for basically washing in our shower. We had a setup where it was going to be grid, and I'll talk about that later. But right now we're off gridding, pretty much like dry camping at the tiny house. But we've realized that we're only going to be gone for about 3 days, 2.5 days. So that is plenty for us. And I'll also show us our backup water supply. With it, sorry about Mother Earth, but we have plenty of extra bottles of water. Since once again, we're dry camping, we packed just this amount for the kids. It seems like it's a lot for a tiny house, but I'll show you some of the cool storage places we put when we're in a tiny house, so there's no issue when it comes to like falling over our luggage. It's pretty cool, nooks and cranny. The next setup, besides Bronson's bed, is our food. So we like to cook some meals because we don't want to spend the time. We will cook at the tiny house, and I'll show how we're set up like that. But when we come from a drive, we really just want to hang out. So we have some pre-cooked meals right over here, and then some other snacks for the kids because they drive us crazy. And then, come on, Evan. Technology at its finest. We have the kids you know, their iPads with their movies. The oldest one does his gaming, and then we have this cool little like sort of power source, and then for Wi-Fi for the gaming that my son likes to do. It's T-Mobile. We love it. We have one for the tiny house. It was so great. We decided to get a second one that we use for our road trips. So that's pretty much our setup. And we're about to hit the road, and I am looking forward to showing you our amazing, wonderful tiny house that is nestled in the Blue Ridge Mountains. So stay tuned. All right, guys, our drive to our tiny house is usually about 2 hours from our home. We're a few minutes away from our actual tiny house, and one of the things makes the drive a little bit easier to tolerate is these gorgeous Virginia views of the Blue Ridge Mountain. So yeah, this is what this is all about, coming out here. We are going up our bumpy driveway. There's our shed. And there's the tiny house. Okay, guys, so we have enjoyed a wonderful family weekend, but the kids have to go to school tomorrow. We have to go to work, so we're packing up. But before I end this video, I did want to show how we do our little suitcases that you saw in the car. So I am actually standing up in our master loft. It is a standing loft. I am 5'3", and I still have a lot of headroom. And above us is access to our roof deck, which I will show how we do that in another video. But I wanted to show some of our cool little luggage. So as you can see, the one luggage that we had up here, we actually have a luggage a place to put the suitcase, kind of like how you see in hotels, and then underneath there's plenty of space. So I had to switch angles, but as you guys can see right here from this position, we have our one luggage right there, and then as you go underneath, there is plenty of space at the bottom for our other luggage. Also, we have this pretty nifty step that comes right up like so, which provides us more luggage that we can have underneath if need be. But that is pretty much our setup for where we keep some of our big luggage. We have other little secret compartments, but that's where we keep most of our stuff. So me now sitting down in our standing loft. Chris is packing up because it's starting to snow and we don't want to get stuck on the mountain. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I am not a professional videographer, so hopefully I'll get better as I do more of these, but wanted to just share our journey. So until next time, thanks for tuning in.